The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by these fine sponsors. Hear Rich's forecast hourly on these Blue Water Broadcasting radio stations.
Hey, good morning, everybody, on this Wednesday morning, the 5th day of October. My alarm went off extra early this morning at 1:30. Yeah, 1:30, because there's a lot of complicated things going on out there. And everything you've heard me talk about before, everything works in concert. I mean, we got this strong hurricane, which will be teasing the southeastern coast once it tears through the Bahamas, and the models want to do some sort of weird loop with the hurricane. Crazy. And then we have this strong frontal system in the Midwest, which caused severe weather yesterday, heading this way with cooler air for the weekend, perhaps. But will any raindrops be left by the time this front gets to Alabama? Spoiler alert, probably not. Here's your morning weather update. Very complicated setup on the map today with a strong frontal system going through the Midwest. They've had some severe weather there. You've got Hurricane Matthew coming into the Bahamas. On the far right of your screen is Tropical Storm Nicole, and we are all quiet there right in the middle. Here's future radar showing the showers and storms out in the Midwest and the rain off the southeast Atlantic coast. And you can also see now the rains from Matthew starting to show up there on future radar, coming into the Bahamas and spreading northwestward towards Florida. For us today, things are quiet, things are dry, sunshine, warm and dry with a high temperature up to about 88, comfortable humidity, tonight's low 64. Nice little easterly breeze at about 5 to 10 miles per hour today. Now, let's look at the wide shot of the Bahamas. You can see that Matthew is leaving the windward passage into the Bahamas, going up to the spine in the general direction of Florida. Still a Category 3 hurricane with 125-mile-an-hour winds. It's going to be a major hurricane all through the Bahamas, and now a hurricane warning in effect along the southeast Florida coast. That goes all the way from about Golden Beach to Sebastian Inlet. The hurricane watch now is far north, almost as the Georgia border. Tropical storm warnings in effect for the Miami areas and the Keys as this storm continues in its general direction towards the north-northwest and eventually northwest. And you can see the spaghetti models as the storm curves from the Bahamas in towards Florida and along the southeast coast. And then the models have trouble with it after that. Look at this. The American model GFS has the hurricane making a loop and coming back towards Florida eventually. That is just crazy stuff. In fact, it's not the only global model that's making some crazy accusations here. The European model is also having trouble with this. It also takes the hurricane on a loop back towards the southeastern United States. We'll see how this all plays out. Meanwhile, you got Nicole out here in the Atlantic just meandering around, doesn't know what to do with all the other action going on to the west of it. It's not going to be much of a player, I don't think. Here's a look at the rainfall over the next 10 days. You see the prolific rains associated with Matthew, and you see the rains coming out of the Midwest. But look at us, not a drop indicated on the European over the next 10 days. Here's a cool front coming into Alabama on Saturday. That's the one currently out of the Midwest. Unfortunately, it doesn't bring any raindrops when it gets here. And then on Sunday, you see the front has brought in some cooler air, a little breezy on Sunday. High temperature up to about 86 tomorrow. Upper 80s on Friday and Saturday. Look at that low of 56 on Sunday morning and 52 on Monday morning. We'll take that. Maybe not quite as cool as 52 on Monday morning. We may have to revise that, but some cooler air and cooler nights coming in. European out 10 days shows those cooler mornings, especially as we get towards Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday morning. And the afternoons will be a little bit cooler too, but the European showing no rain at all over the next 10 days. That is terrible news. Let's take a look at temperatures on the this is the GFS showing, again, the cool mornings Sunday and Monday morning, and the afternoons will be comfortable, but no rain in the forecast for the next few days, and then we warm up again next week after that. I'll continue to sort through this complicated mess that's going on around our region of the world. And there'll be another important update at 11 o'clock this morning at RichThomasWeatherNetwork.com. If you've been with me the last few mornings, you know we've been delivering some very good new information and debuting a lot of information that was not on the video. So thanks for all of you who have been checking that out here lately. That's at RichThomasWeatherNetwork.com. Live on the radio this morning at 6 to 9 on NewsTalk 93.1 and on BAMA Country, and your forecast all day long whenever you want it on 8 radio stations, the entire Blue Water family of radio stations. Another video tomorrow morning right here at 5 o'clock. It debuts. See ya. Have a good day. Rich Thomas Weather.